Today's adventure brings us back to Bradford, New Hampshire. This time, though, we're going to be bringing you to the Bradford Bog, where we'll follow Bog Bridges through the rare Atlantic white cedar swamp and then out to a viewing tower overlooking the bog itself.
Stay tuned till the very end, where we literally take you out into the bog.
You sure you really want to go in the bog?
Get your kayaks ready.
We're here at the Bradford Bog Kiosk, and check this out. It's been carved and painted. Looks really, really cool. And they do have some information here about the bog and the Atlantic white cedar swamp. Oh yeah, you get 2 for the price of 1 here, hun. And what's that price?
It's free.
And if it's free, it's for me.
And me.
Now, they were both given to Bradford as a gift from the New England Wildflower Preservation Society back in 1971. The group had bought it in 1961 to preserve the swamp and the bog. And now it is protected by the Osborne Sargent Land Preservation Trust. So let's go check it out.
Did you find something interesting, babe?
Where are we again?
The Bradford Bog.
Well, then this must be the Bradford Bog geocache. So we're going to do what we do and get back to the video.
We will be taking these bog bridges out to the lookout tower.
I'm going to test them out for you, hun, first.
Sure. Go, go, go. From the kiosk to the lookout tower is only about 1/3 of a mile one way along these bog bridges.
Yeah, and on the way you're going to pass 22 plant identification signs as you go through the rare Atlantic cedar swamp and onto the bog. Now the swamp is rare because the Atlantic white cedar trees normally only grow along the Atlantic coast between Maine and Florida, but never this far inland. And these trees can grow to about 80 feet and live to 1,000 years. Hon, can you imagine being in one spot for 1,000 years?
We have come to the turn where we go to the viewing platform. Now it looks like you can continue straight, but it is not maintained, and it's wet and it peters out, so go prepared.
Yeah, what she said, because we've been down there. For those of you that follow the New Hampshire Big Tree program, this bog has had 4 winners. In 2020, there was a tamarack. In 2017, there was a balsam fir. In 2017, there was also a black spruce. And the last one, 2013, was the Atlantic white cedar. Now, as you notice, we only had pictures of the first 2 because those are the ones we could find, and we found out that the other 2 were not marked. So we haven't found them yet.
Here is a sampling of some of the plants that grow here.
Yep, wild raisin. They are edible when they turn black or purple and wrinkled. And when the leaves start to break down, though, they smell like wet socks, hon.
Bunchberries. They flowered in June and their berries were there by August. They are edible but not much flavor. They have been used in jams and jellies.
Next up is cotton grass. It was once used as a feather substitute for pillow stuffing. It was used to make candle wicks. It was also used to dress wounds during World War I. And the plant can live in up to 2 inches of water. So you know it loves living here. Now next is witch's broom, which causes abnormal growth on other tree branches. A couple of the causes are parasitic bacteria or fungi, and I bet it's popular around Halloween.
Next is sphagnum moss, and you can't have a bog without it. The moss is capable of holding 20 times its weight in water and helps keep the bog wet during dry spells.
When a bog is first forming, the moss grows on the outer edges of the water and will eventually form a mat over the top. And as that mat gets thicker, it can support more plant life, including the weight of trees.
Wow.
Hey, and check this stuff out. See the water just because I'm stepping on it? This stuff is like a sponge.
The last 2 plants we're going to show you are carnivorous plants. And the bugs don't stand a chance.
Yummy.
The first one is called Sundew. It has a clear, sticky fluid that looks like dew glistening in the sun, but it's more like fly paper. It attracts the prey, it ends up getting stuck, and eventually digested, such as what's about to happen to this bug here. Now, second plant is called a pitcher plant, which attracts its prey with nectar, and it has a slippery surface on its rim. Once the prey hits the rim, they slip into the pitfall, and they can't get out. The plant then secretes digestive enzymes to ingest the prey. And I really don't think this moth is going to be around much longer.
I don't think so either. We have arrived at the lookout tower.
Yeah, the tower was an Eagle Scout project of Samuel J. Rusha. I hope I'm saying that correctly. From Boy Scouts of America, Troop 71 in New London, New Hampshire, back in May of 2012. There was a sign on the left-hand side of the tower. It's just kind of hard to see after being weathered for the last 12 years. Let's check out the scenery from up here.
Over there is Lovewell Mountain, and we have hiked it.
Now, coming up to those 3 bumps, the first one is Avery's Peak, and we hiked it. Well, we bushwhacked it.
The third one is the high point of Bradford, Durrell Moon Mountain, and we will be bushwhacking it soon.
Next one coming up is Haystack Mountain. That's on our list to hike.
And continuing around here is Picket Hill and Jericho Hill.
All right, let's talk about the bog.
We told you we would take you out into the bog. Now let's see how far we can get. I know.
Now, the Bradford Bog has been a work in progress for over 10,000 years, dating back to that mile-high sheet of ice that came across New Hampshire. And as it started to melt and retreat, chunks of that ice fell off and were left behind. And as those chunks melted, they left depressions in the ground full of water, what is known as kettle ponds. They generally have little to no water inlet or outlet, so they only get their water from rainfall or snowfall. The soil is very acidic, has low oxygen levels, and limited nutrients, which means only certain types of plants can survive, as you've already seen.
I did it! I did it! Hey, apparently I have cell service out here. I wonder who it is.
It's probably about the expired extended warranty on your kayak. After 14 days, 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 2 seconds, we reached the end.
This is the end of the bog. There's nowhere else to go.
We are safely back on land. 2 kayaks and 2 kayakers, so we're doing good. But that's the tour of the bog. There's some fun areas out there, especially where it gets really, really tight. It's kind of cool.
Plus there were beaver dens, and it was really fun to see the end of the bog.
If you like what you saw, we'd appreciate that thumbs up as always. Want to follow along with everything we do here on the We Are Mud Fun channel? Just right down there in the corner, click it and you're in. And after you do that, ring the bell and you'll be notified every time we put out a new video.
If you have any questions or comments, you can put them right down below, or you could just say hi.
Because we'll say hi back, we always do. Till our next adventure, I'm Chuck.
And I'm Cheryl.
See ya.
Bye.